Travel back to 1984 and see how the Terminator cast has transformed by 2025. In 1984, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a 37-year-old Austrian bodybuilder turned actor, embodied the T-800. With only 17 lines, his chilling performance and iconic "I'll be back" made him a star. Fresh off Conan the Barbarian, his physicality defined the relentless cyborg. Interesting fact, Arnold originally auditioned for Kyle Reese, but convinced James Cameron he was perfect for the villain. Now, in 2025, Arnold, now 77, remains unstoppable. He starred in Terminator, Dark Fate, and Netflix's Fubar. He's set for Kung Fury 2 and voices Captain Fantastic in Superhero Kindergarten. Beyond acting, he's a fitness icon and environmental advocate. In 1984, Michael Biehn, a 28-year-old actor from Nebraska, landed his breakout role as Kyle Reese in The Terminator. His intense, haunted portrayal of the time-traveling soldier protecting Sarah Connor won fans and led to more James Cameron collaborations like Aliens. Interesting fact, Biehn almost lost the role due to a southern accent from a prior audition, but a second chance secured his place. Now, in 2025, Michael, now 68, remains active despite health challenges, including a 2008 stroke. He's joined Onslaught, an A24 action film, and voiced a role in Predator, Killer of Killers. He also hosts the podcast Just Foolin' About, sharing industry stories. In 1984, Linda Hamilton, a 28-year-old actress from Maryland, transformed from a timid waitress to a fierce survivor as Sarah Connor in The Terminator. Her raw, emotional performance anchored the film and launched her into stardom. Interesting fact, Linda trained rigorously with a real-life Israeli commando to master Sarah's combat skills, shaping her iconic role. Now, in 2025, Linda, now 68, continues to shine. She reprised Sarah in Terminator, Dark Fate, and joined Stranger Things for its final season. Living in New Orleans, she enjoys a quieter life, but remains a sci-fi legend, with recent roles in Easy Does It. In 1984, Paul Winfield, a 45-year-old acclaimed actor, played Lieutenant Traxler, the compassionate police officer in The Terminator. Known for Sounder, his nuanced performance added depth to the film. Interesting fact, Winfield was nominated for an Oscar for Sounder in 1973, a rare honor for a black actor at the time. Now, Paul Winfield passed away in 2004 at age 64 from a heart attack. His extensive career spans Star Trek II, Mars Attacks, and voice work in The Simpsons, leaving a lasting legacy in film and theater. In 1984, Lance Henriksen, a 44-year-old character actor, portrayed Detective Vukovich in The Terminator. His gritty, no-nonsense performance as Traxler's partner added realism to the sci-fi thriller. Already a favorite of James Cameron, he later starred in Aliens. Interesting fact, Henriksen was Cameron's first choice for The Terminator, but lost the role to Arnold Schwarzenegger after a persuasive audition. Now, in 2025, Lance, now 85, remains active in indie films like Onslaught and The Artifice Girl. A fan favorite at conventions, he also creates pottery and recently voiced characters in video games, maintaining his cult status in sci-fi and horror. In 1984, Rick Rossovich, a 27-year-old actor from California, played Matt Buchanan, Sarah Connor's ill-fated boyfriend in The Terminator. His brief but memorable role showcased his charm and athleticism, paving the way for parts in Top Gun and Roxanne. Interesting fact, Rick's real-life friendship with Val Kilmer led to his casting as Slider in Top Gun, where their on-screen chemistry shone. Now, in 2025, Rick, now 67, has largely retired from acting, focusing on family and real estate in Ojai, California. He occasionally appears at fan conventions, reminiscing about his 80s roles, and recently guest starred in a short film, Val's World. In 1984, Bess Mata, a 26-year-old fitness instructor and actress, played Ginger Ventura, Sarah Connor's bubbly roommate in The Terminator. Her lively performance added levity to the intense thriller. Already a star on the 20-minute workout TV show, Bess brought energy to her brief role. Interesting fact, Bess choreographed her own dance scene in The Terminator, showcasing her fitness background. Now, in 2025, Bess, now 67, has shifted from acting to voiceover work and fitness coaching. Based in Los Angeles, she occasionally attends fan conventions, sharing stories from her 80s fame, and remains active in wellness advocacy. In 1984, Earl Boen, a 43-year-old seasoned character actor, played Dr. Peter Silberman, the skeptical psychiatrist in The Terminator. His smug, dismissive portrayal added tension to Sarah Connor's ordeal. Known for stage and TV work, Earl's role became iconic in the franchise. Interesting fact, Earl reprised Silberman in Terminator 2 and Terminator 3, making him one of the few actors to appear in multiple films of the series. Now, Earl Boen passed away in 2023 at age 81 from lung cancer. His prolific career included voice work in video games like Monkey Island and roles in films like Airplane 2, leaving a lasting mark in entertainment. In 1984, Dick Miller, a 56-year-old veteran character actor, played the pawn shop clerk in The Terminator. His brief but memorable scene, selling a gun to the T-800, showcased his knack for quirky roles. A favorite of director Joe Dante, he appeared in Gremlins that same year. Interesting fact, Miller's role was uncredited, but his line, "You can't do that," became a fan favorite moment. Now, Dick Miller passed away in 2019 at age 90 from a heart attack. His extensive career spanned over 100 films, including The Howling and Pulp Fiction, cementing his legacy as a beloved cult actor. In 1984, Shawn Sheps, a 23-year-old actress, played Nancy, Sarah Connor's carefree coworker at the diner in The Terminator. Her brief role, marked by a playful attitude and a Walkman, added a light touch to the film's tense opening. Already active in TV, Shawn also appeared in shows like The Facts of Life. Interesting fact, Shawn's diner scene was partly improvised, with her ad-libbed headphone dance adding charm to Nancy's character. Now, in 2025, Shawn, now 64, has transitioned from acting to writing and producing. She's worked on indie films like Stranded and teaches screenwriting in Los Angeles, occasionally sharing Terminator anecdotes at fan events. In 1984, Franco Columbu, a 43-year-old Italian bodybuilder, played the future Terminator in The Terminator. His chilling cameo in Kyle Reese's flashback, storming a resistance bunker, showcased his imposing physique. A two-time Mr. Olympia, he was Arnold Schwarzenegger's close friend. Interesting fact, Franco's role was meant to reappear in Terminator 2, but the scene was cut from the final script. Now, Franco Columbu passed away in 2019 at age 78 from drowning while swimming in Sardinia. A chiropractor and actor, he starred in Conan the Barbarian and wrote bodybuilding books, leaving a lasting fitness legacy. In 1984, Bill Paxton, a 29-year-old actor from Texas, played the punk leader in The Terminator. His brief but memorable role, confronting the T-800 with a brash attitude, ended in a brutal showdown. Already a rising star, he appeared in Weird Science soon after. Interesting fact, Paxton's punk hairstyle was so extreme that he wore a cap offset to avoid attention, but James Cameron loved his wild energy. Bill Paxton passed away in 2017 at age 61 from complications following heart surgery. His prolific career included Titanic, Apollo 13, and a starring role in HBO's Big Love, leaving an indelible mark on Hollywood. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.